Hi. So, this is going to be a rather long video, I assume. So, don't feel the need to watch the whole thing. Um, I just wanted to take some time and talk about depression and, suicidal thoughts that I've been going through recently that I'm happy to say that I'm out of right now. I'm doing rather well. But last week I was in a bad spot mentally, and nothing caused it. It was just a snowball effect of things that I've kept buried in the back of my mind, as well as, you know, this constant internal monologue just constantly bullying me to where, I can't like unhear it. It's just so loud and ringing. And then as soon as I start to really believe them, that's when it goes out of control. But I mean, in all honesty, I believe those negative thoughts that I have of myself. It's just that I tend to choose to ignore it, you know, which I'm able to do sometimes, most of the times if I'm having, a normal day. But it's so easy to fall back on them and just, you know, be enveloped by all this negativity in my head. And I can't ask for everyone to understand what that's like. Um, all I can say is it's really hard. And when you also have to deal with a life outside of what's in here that deals with hardships and struggles, it does not help at all. So hopefully, things do get better for me when I move out and I'm on my own. But even that in itself causes a lot of worry for me because I don't know what's next. But, you know, um, it's good to know that the things that I deal with here, I won't be anymore. And that's exciting. But I'll always have to deal with this. Um, I wanted to bring up something that happened last week as well. Um, so when I was like severely depressed and going through suicidal thoughts, people reached out to me, and I really appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot knowing that people are out there listening and they want to help. However, when you're in those spots, it's really hard to listen and for those words of positivity to actually sink into me, because I definitely felt very dismissive of them, and just like it didn't really help. I mean, it helped in the end, believe me, it did. But in the moment, I I could care less because I just felt like, it's just me. And yeah, so what I want to get to was that I reached out to this event page, and they had a list of performers that I was a part of. And because of my depression, I felt like, it was just another slight against me that the world just threw at me, that like, once again, you do not belong. You're unworthy. You don't deserve any spot, you know, and no matter how hard you try. And I commented, guess I'm not good enough. This event DM'd me, and they were asking, what's wrong, and I just said, so it's just my depression. I felt unworthy, and I'm going through a lot, you know. So I thought nothing of it, really. I still went to the event, and great things happened from it and actually helped alleviate my depression. I didn't even want to go, but I got myself up and I went, and good things came out of it. So I'm grateful. However, this DM I was I had sent apparently leaked, and from what I've heard, I don't know the specific details. Like some people were talking about it, and I don't know really the context or specifics. It could be that someone was trying to ruffle feathers or taint my image, or you know stop me from getting any types of bookings, which I don't actually get. Like basically like negative things. And what I felt was that like you're making fun of someone when he's clearly not in the right like mental state, and even like hearing someone say that like you should stop acting depressed, it's gonna ruin your image. Don't you want to be famous? Things that I've heard, and I'm just like, I apologize for my depression, but I'm really not, because I'm not going to hide this from you. I've gone through that period of my life, and I did not like the person who I was, and I struggled so hard. And I really do not care about, you know, if me being open and honest with you, you know, affects you and taints your image of me negatively, because I'm just trying to get by. I'm just trying. And if you listen to anything I do, my songs, and you watch my stories, I'm constantly crying because I'm going through a lot. And that's just who I am. And I'm trying to be as open as possible about myself, because I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know when this will all end via, fate, God, me taking my own life. Whatever it is, I just want you to know me and what I'm going through. Because it's so fucking hard being, being me. A friend told me that it's time I start living for myself. And I don't know how. I'm hoping I get there. I'm trying. I'm latching onto the things that make me happy. Like making music. Helping people. That makes me so fucking happy. But is that living for yourself when you're living to help others? For me, it feels like it is. But it's definitely not enough, because when I'm not doing that, I'm just alone. And the depression, it gets to me. All the thoughts that I have, like feeling as if I'm unable to be loved because of who I am and for who I am. I feel very distanced by the communities that I felt once part of, like even at the K-pop stuff. Like, it's fun, and when I'm there, I'm all smiles, but when I'm out of it, in the back of my mind, even during it, I just feel so alien. I feel like I feel so alien and just on an island of to myself, that I don't belong into these communities that I once felt really part of. And maybe that's just growth, maybe that's just change, but definitely for me, it feels like no one really cares. Even like when I do stories and I'm going through it, I see the views and I see the faces that I'm familiar with, but no one ever really, hardly anybody ever reaches out, you know. No, none of you really, like, like say anything, and I don't expect you to, but it doesn't help when I know you're watching me and I know you're listening, and on the days when I do get to see you and I feel like I have a connection with you because of how open I am to you, that I don't even get to say, there's not even hi, and it totally feels like, oh man, you guys are just watching me to fail, to break down, to make fun of me. And maybe that's not true, but it's definitely in here, you know? So I had a rough last week. I wanted to die. I'm not in that space right now. So I'm very lucky. And I'm very lucky to have the friends that I do have that have comforted me, and the people that did reach out to let me know that I'm not alone in this. I'm very thankful for the people who does listen to my songs and, you know, feel with me in them, because I'm not hiding who I am. I'm just being open and talking about it with you. And I it's too much to ask for you guys to be open with me. I understand that, but like, even just like a note or like even a message under this thing, just say I see you and I hear you. That that mean a lot, to know that you guys do support me and you're not watching me like hoping I fail and stuff, because I know there are people out there who are doing that. I know. And you will always have people against you, whether or not you're trying to be someone like big, or doing music. You're always going to have haters or detractors, people who speak ill of you, and that's just life. But you got to carry on, and it's fucking hard. But I just some type of interaction really I think would help. I need help. Without a doubt, I need help. I need to see a therapist, and when I went to the doctors, they recommended me one, and I haven't been able to pick up the phone yet and dial them, even though I should. A friend came out and offered me to join a support group to talk about, our depression, and I'm actually more comfortable with doing that, and I actually plan to join their meetings. So that's a step forward to me, that I'm going to try that out. I think the fear I have of seeking professional help and seeing a psychiatrist is that it would confirm all the things that I believe I am, all the things that I hate about myself, all the things that I believe about myself, being a monster, the fear that it's all true. And that gets to me, because if that happens, I'm just like, even like trying and being better, it would confirm that I'm not enough. And I know that, that's what psychiatrists do, but it's the fear I have of being confronted face to face with the monster I see myself as. I want to get better. I'm trying. All I do is write, and I write what all the things that I have, and that helps me. But it's clear to me that it might not be enough, and I need to reach out. Maybe that's why I'm doing this. Maybe that's why I'm recording this as a way of reaching out and that telling you that I'm going through it, and I want to get better. So here's hoping I do. I'm going to reach out to that group, and maybe someday I'll be strong enough to dial that number. But yeah, this is me. This is me and my depression. And sometimes it gets the better of me. But if I know you're out there and you're watching me and you support me, like even like a small message of like, I see you, I hear you, I'm with you. Even on the days where I'm so down and I ignore that, it will be in the back of my head ringing as a sign of hope, like, yo, you're not who you think you believe yourself to be. You're more than that. That'd be nice. I do love myself. But as much as I love who I am, I hate myself that much as well. So, I'm just trying. Okay, this is a rather long video. I hope you enjoy. I did start a GoFundMe. If you want to support my music, the link is in my bio. There's a GoFundMe, or you could like Venmo, fucking PayPal at onlychrisang@gmail.com. That's it. I'm not going to ask you to give me money, only if you want to see me grow as an artist. But this is not about that. This is me talking to you just as an individual. So this is a long video. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you. All right, later.